Hey guys, Brooklyn here. Today I'm going to be doing my book talk on Landline by Rainbow Rowell. This is the third book by this author that I've read and loved. The other two books that I've read by her are Fangirl, which is one of my all-time favorites, and I can't wait to reread it and discuss it with everyone. And also Eleanor and Park, which I also enjoyed as well, but it had some little bits that I was a bit about, but other than that I definitely hands down recommend both books. Now Landline, I firstly will say that it's adult fiction, which made it quite different to the other two, because it was a lot more mature and it had much more sort of deeper and more anguish feels to it, which I loved, because once again that's how we feel. Georgie is the narrator, who is a wife and mother and also a worker. She works in the TV industry, and she wants to make sure everything is the best with her job. She does her best and makes everything, wants everything to be the best that it can be. She fiercely loves her husband and her two girls, and I felt like throughout the book she was a very interesting character to sort of be in her mind and go through her conflicted feelings. There are some time jumps in this book because the writing sort of jumps back and forth to Georgie in the present to the past, without giving too much away. Again, cat scratching, that's the noise. Without giving too much away, Georgie finds out that she can communicate with her husband in the past, and cat's tail. Okay, casually being overshadowed by a cat here. Hello Peppy, want to say hi to the lovely people? Anyway, yes, time jumps, husband in the past, wife, Georgie. What is he doing? Okay, a bit weird. Anyway, yes, so all of that was very interesting, and I can just sort of see a cat's tail. Gosh, what is he doing? Anyway, throughout the time jumps, Georgie sort of sees and hopes that her marriage can be saved, because she definitely feels like it is crumbling, and what the devil is he doing? He's used to not seeing the chair like that. Anyway, whatever. This is Peppy, guys, by the way. Good boy. He's very cute. Anyway, I digress. It's also through the time jumps that we have history of Georgie's family. We know her mother is very erratic. I feel like he's judging. I feel like Georgie's mother was sort of like if anyone's seen Friends, she reminded me a lot of Monica's mum, Judy. Monica felt like she could never please her mum, and I felt like that's how Georgie felt with her mum in this book. And also, Georgie has a sister, Heather, who was from a previous relationship on the mum's part. Mind you, the mother has actually been married several times, and her current squeeze in this book is a character, Kendrick, who I felt like he was there sort of for the comic relief, and because he's actually not that much older than Heather, I sort of felt it was weird, because we've got Heather calling him dad, even though, well, he's not, which is fine. They're a close, tight-knit, dysfunctional family, and that was great. That sort of made it sort of feel more real, if that makes sense. And I loved each of the family members in their quirks, even though I felt like I wanted to say to Georgie's mum, okay, look, your daughter is doing her best. She's torn in this marriage that she's hoping she can save, and yet she's a loving mother to both her daughters. Georgie's girls were so cute. Numi, or Naomi, but she was always frequently nicknamed Numi, was adorable, thinking everything is a cat, and she spoke like as best as a little one could, but she constantly meowed, and I thought that was adorable. Go figure, I'm a big cat person myself. Neil himself, I liked him a lot, but there was times when I felt like I just wanted to say, oh, okay, look, in both the past and the present, just his tone was just there was always a time when I felt like he just was snappy a bit towards her, but at the same time I can understand why, because she was very how do I say it, I felt like she didn't give herself a break. You know, she constantly was channeling all her self, you know, confliction and everything, and I felt like she just needed to breathe, and I just really wanted to give her a hug. My heart really felt for her. But anyway, I digress. Heather was a surprising character. At first she came across as a bit of a spoilt brat. You know, she was considerably younger than Georgie and often poked fun at her older clothes and stuff. But then, of course, you know, it was announced that Heather has had her own personal torments because she felt that she could never come out to her mother because her mother wouldn't understand. And I really just sort of admired Heather from then on in. You know, she'd been dealing with her own issues as well, and there was a really touching scene in this where Heather and Georgie bonded over when their mum's pug rather was giving birth, and I felt like it was that scene that really, you know, made them just bond and help each other out and that sort of stuff, because they knew that they would have to work together and sort of set any past differences aside. All in all, I think this was an absolutely amazing book. I couldn't put it down, and I can't even fault it. I loved all the characters, and reading this book I sort of felt like I was part of that family, and with all other books as well, part of this book world, and it was amazing, and I definitely recommend her to everyone as well. Definitely check this book out, guys. You won't regret it. If you've read it though, definitely feel free to leave comments down in the comments section, and I'll see you next time. Happy reading, guys.